Much, my co-anchor. Indeed, I was just curious and watching you and asking myself, are you sure she's not going to fall into the trap of the director?
I tried not to. I hope I disappointed you.
All right. Viewers, please do remember you can call into the program and also send your comment via various social media platform and rightly displayed on your screen. So many issues on the front burner. We have watched some of this video. For me, I like I said from the start, it is disturbing because there are issues that need rapt attention. But we have a Venerable who always does justice to these issues. A Venerable, you have listened. I noticed you watched very attentively to both videos. So what would be your take on that of Peter Obi and also the response from the Senate President, especially his response first to him as an individual and the response to him taunting him and telling him to go solve the issue in Labour Party?
Well, let me start with what Peter Obi said. And I want to say that he was very accurate in what he said about what is going on in Nigeria. There's a kind of silence in the face of so many challenges. And but there are a lot of dynamics to what is going on.
Okay.
Number one, I want people not to forget that he was asking those who were leading protests in the past, are they dead now? Where are they? Why are they not talking now?
Why are they quiet?
Venerable, back to you now.
Yes.
Now you're talking about the dynamics.
Yes.
And the caller raised the issue of integrity. Also.
Now, I was talking about there are a lot of dynamics surrounding all these things. Because he was asking, where are the protesters? Are they dead? No one should forget that one of the lead protester, one of the lead sponsor of protest in the past is the present president of the country.
In fact, the previous president was also one.
Is the present president. Yeah. In fact, the ex-while president Buhari was one of the lead protester.
True.
So they are the one now in power. From all indication, you can see now, when the protest succeeds well, there are sponsors, financiers, who back up the protest with funds and sustain it. From all indication, you can see the amount of money that the present president and his family controls. So that is a factor in the success of the protest of the past. And he was doing it for a purpose, which he has conveniently achieved.
True.
Today is in the saddle. Now, that is one aspect. You should know. The people of that nature also have the capacity to quell riot, to quell protest in different ways. The present president seems to understand the politics of Nigeria very well. If a man can come out to boldly tell you that I installed the former president, and now it is my turn, and now it is my turn, and actually he's there now.
Morning.
I said what Peter Obi said are wholly true. There's nothing to remove from it. It's wholly true. But I was just trying to analyze how I wish Peter Obi is listening to me. The dynamics is, I started with the present president was one of the lead protesters, including the one he succeeded. These people are now holding on to power. Now, I was going to the second aspect. How EndSARS ended, how Buhari stopped EndSARS protests is still something that is in the mind of people. The way and manner innocent souls were killed and nothing has come out of it. No one is held accountable for it.
Even with live proof.
Yes. So that is an issue. Many people want to go out to protest now. The parents say, I spend money on you all through from primary to university. I don't want you to go and die at Eagle Square of Unity Fountain just like that. Please, I beg you, sit down. at home. That is another aspect. The way and manner the present party in power handles those who are protesting. They are not handling people democratically. In fact, they don't want to see any protester. And that is very, very bad for a democratic government. That is another aspect of why you see that people are not really too much interested in protests. And another angle to it is that the number of protests people have led, you see, it ends up just like making noise, and the government is not listening.
They don't care.
They don't care. They don't act. Protest is meant to wake up, to provoke government to take a positive step. But if protest is done, the response of government in most cases is either to deploy security to kill them on the spot, or thereafter, even when the protest ends, they start picking up people one by one. It will surprise you. I heard of recent, I'm yet to confirm that there are still people arrested during EndSARS that are still behind the bar.
Oh, yes. Some were released. I think that was...
so that is why you see that people are really docile about coming out en masse to protest. So that is on what Peter Obi was saying, but the truth is that it's like the labor of our heroes passes honestly in vain, because if people like Awolowo, people like Sadana Sokoto, people like Azikiwe, all these Atoni Nahoro, my brother from Mesaland, if all these people really see what is going on in Nigeria today, then they begin to wonder, why did we fight for independence
in the first place?
That is what Peter Obi was saying. So he is very correct. Now coming to Mr. Akpabio.
Okay, let that be. Let's take that as your last word, because the time is
the Sunday president. The truth is that he's entitled to his own personal opinion. Quite all right. He's a politician. Peter Obi speaking from another political party, and himself is in APC now. He has the right to challenge him, to use anything to try to deride him and to bring it up. But when somebody is speaking, I don't throw everything away. I try to pick something positive from it to work with. The truth is that Labour need to put their house in order.
Agreed.
Labour is the only credible opposition we saw really in 2023.
Very
formidable true. Opposition that can change things for the country. But whether it is agents from outside that are deliberately disorganizing labor, which cannot be far from the truth, whether it is from within, labor just need to put her house in order. Sometimes I begin to wonder, a party that Nigeria saw as a source of hope, why has it turned into this? And they themselves, can't they sit down around the table to say, come, this is influence from outside, let's organize ourselves, put ourselves house in order. The positive thing I will take from that, 2027 is still a bit far, though it looks close, but it's still a bit far. I think Peter Obi as the leader, as the flag bearer, I'm sure that if Peter Obi comes out under Labour to still want to go for the presidency in 2027, they will give him the ticket. He will win the ticket. They should think of how to put Labour together, how to reconcile among themselves. Look at the governor, Oti, my friend. I don't even know what he's saying. I don't know what they want to do to Abu Ray. Abu Ray is my brother from Esa. This is somebody that led that party out of obscurity to visibility in Nigeria. Why do you want to sacrifice that man at all costs? How has he come to be an enemy all of a sudden? These are things both Peter Obi, Governor Oti, and all well-meaning members of Labour Party need to look into if there is going to be any opposition at all in 2027.
True, because right now it's